Well, hello. It is Valentine's Day. And I watched a sermon earlier about love and God's love and loving the Lord. And it was really, really good. I posted it and you should go and watch it because it was really good. It kind of wrecked me a little bit and threw me for a little bit of a loop. It was pretty good. But as I'm sitting here, I want to give perspectives from both lenses, because again, some of these things that I want to talk about, I've been on both sides of the lenses of it, so it's interesting to see both sides. And when you don't know your worth and you don't love yourself the way that you should, and you watch other people becoming better versions of themselves than they were before, and you're not healthy and your heart's not right, people who are working on themselves and doing well come across as prideful or come across arrogant or conceited. But when you don't know what confidence feels like and looks like, you can't compare it to something. You can only compare it to yourself. So wherever you are in your journey and your walk is how you perceive other people. So I'm learning this in my journey. I was that person who would look at people and be like, well, look at them. They just think they're all that. Or look at them flaunting that again. Or we have to hear this again. We have to hear this story again. Like, it got to be like that for me on certain aspects, on certain things. But again, that's because of my self-worth and where I was at the time of my journey. So I'm trying to give you guys different lenses. I have been working on myself and I've worked really hard on myself for the past year. I've been through a lot of trauma. I've been through a lot of things. But those voices start to come in my head when I go to post my achievements. And I feel like people are going to go, there she goes again. She's going to flaunt it all out for everybody to see and this and that. And those are the voices that I fight still. No matter where I am or how confident I'm feeling, we're all going to continue to fight these voices. And I have to go, you know what? I'm proud of where I am. I'm proud of what I've accomplished and how I got here. And I want people to cheer for me the way that I cheer for them when I see their accomplishments or I see their beautiful pictures that they're posting or things like you know, it's a give and take and it comes both ways, you know? But then this is where rejection comes in or offense comes in because the people that you thought were going to cheer for you haven't said anything or they don't say anything or they don't. And that's where you got to go, who cares? You got to go, I don't care. I didn't do it for them. I did it for me. And again, these are the things that we all battle every day. And I am just like you guys. I battle all day. And you got to remember, you know, it's a blessing but a curse to work from home because I have a lot of luxury, which means I have a lot of free time for this mind to roam around and start talking to me. And I have to constantly be focused on God. I have to have my worship music on. I sometimes have to just play a sermon or watch a sermon and have that going in the background because I have to have constant self-talk about myself in good ways. You know what I mean? And remembering who I am, remembering who God says I am. And, you know, and that's why they say to you, be around like-minded people or watch what you watch or what you listen to or what, you know what I mean? Sometimes I want to listen to the gangster rap. Sometimes because I need to feel something different. I need to be in that healing moment. I need to be in that moment. And God is going, okay, I'm going to be right here and I'm going to get you through this, but you need to feel it. You need to know what it is. You need to recognize it and you need to let it go. And that's where I am on my journey as I keep doing this and as I keep going. My music is all over the place sometimes. And you'll go, holy crud, she listens to that. I do. I listen to all kinds of music. But depending on where I'm at in my journey, depends on the vibe that I'm feeling or where I'm going at that time. You know what I mean? And so it's really, really hard. But again, I'm trying to share my journey as much as I can with everybody, because it's really hard when your heart hasn't been aligned correctly and you weren't seeing things with love, and you are seeing it differently. So there's different lenses based on where you're at in your journey and where your heart is. And then when something isn't right, or you see yourself making a judgment, or you see yourself saying something bad or whatever, you kind of stop and go, ooh, I don't want to be like that. Why did I say that to them? Or why would I say that? You know, and then you go, why can't I be happy for them? You know, and then you have to walk yourself through that, and that may be God showing you something of where you're at in your journey, and maybe he's showing you why you're stuck, or maybe he's showing you, you know, or maybe he's testing you. Maybe you've been here before, but now your mindset is different. He wants to go, is your heart changed? Have you really changed how you see things? Because I'm going to test you, and based on how I know how your heart is whether or not we're going to go forward. So he may hold you. He may have you be still. He may be doing something different, you know? And maybe you got it all right, but God ain't doing nothing. Whew, that's a tough one to get through, y'all, because you're standing here going, did I do that right? Wait a minute. Did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Oh God, what did I do wrong? Where did I mess up? And that's where the devil starts to get in, where he starts to make you think that you're not worthy of God's love, so God is punishing you. Do you see how this all kind of intertwines and goes together? So when you are being still, enjoy it. Enjoy being still. Enjoy going, God's got whatever's going on. Because maybe God's working ahead and there's puzzle pieces that are happening and God's doing something. He's going, hold on, I'm going to put you here for 1 second. I got to go up here. I got to fix this. I got to move this. I got to do this. Okay, don't move yet. I'm still here. Hold on. I got to go back here. I got these people over here doing this. This is happening over here. Isn't that management? Isn't that like time management? Isn't that God's moving all the puzzle pieces? God's doing something. You may not know all the puzzle pieces. We've got to wait for God to do something. We've got to be still. We've got to be patient. We have to keep moving forward with ourselves, working on ourselves. Where are we going wrong? What are we looking at? What is happening? Am I being tested? Come on, God, talk to me. I'm going to go on some nature walks. I'm going to release some things. Are you guys starting to see a pattern as to how this works? But God has got to lead it. If you just let go and let God, it'll flow. And it's so hard to do. I am constantly talking myself out of bad talk, you guys. Constantly doing that. And then I have peaks and I'm just like, whoa, I'm feeling good. Everything's great. You know what I mean? I've got that confidence going on. I'm feeling really good. But that's where pride can creep in. And so then you go, wait, am I being prideful? Wait. And so then you got to wait a second and go, okay, God, please don't hurt me with the humbleness. What's going on? You know what I mean? And so you don't want to hit those rock bottoms anymore, you guys. You don't want to lose anymore. And that's not God's purpose in any of this. We're not to lose. We're to gain. We're to be restored. We're to move forward. We're to be with love and surrounded by people who love us and get us and understand us, and we can go with the groove and we go with the flow, and that's just how this all goes, you know. And I know that not everybody sees it the same, but I am trying to show my journey in the most vulnerable way that I can right now. I've had an interesting couple days, actually. I'm not going to share all that, but I went, whoa. And so I'm not quite sure what's happening with it yet and why. But we'll see where God goes with this. And so I'm just kind of being still. And I'm just kind of waiting for God to do whatever it is that he's doing, you know. And I've told you guys some things are coming down the pipeline and some things are happening. So we'll see. All right? All right, guys. Bye.